Is it live now? Hi, Aloysius. Hi. Hey, sir. Yeah, good to see you. Aloysius was our past president. Yeah. How fitness you do? Yeah. Better. Online. So, welcome. Hello, how are you? Yeah. Hello, good to see you. She came from a different town. Good to see you. Changed now. Maybe right is the 2 inch. That's it. To the left. The border of yellow. Yeah. Yes. Shiva. Yeah. Usually, finding that. That's okay. We can. No, no, no. What? Some photographs of the put in the group. Share it. Two leaders for that. Yeah, please. I just read it. Toastmasters. That's it.
I'm placing Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I welcome you all to our 300 celebration meeting in TRECENTO. And I would like to have few ground rules before starting the meeting. So kindly switch off your mobile phones or performance phone. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, or politics. So kindly defend yourself from discussing these topics. And kindly do not cross them. So I will have appreciate that like online meetings, such as video. So that's all. Thanks, Alex, for giving the space today for conducting the parent celebration meeting. And so it's wonderful. We have a wonderful decorations over here. And I hand out the control of our president and executions.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so are we serious?
Yes.
Absolutely. On a Saturday morning at 7:30, we all are waking up to attend a public speaking seminar or a course or a training is something very unique. Yes or no?
Yes.
So with great pride, privilege and honor, I open meeting number 300B. And why is it 300B?
Online.
Yeah, we had a 300A and online last Wednesday. So let's give us a big round of applause. So in the last 300 meetings, we learned together. We gave speeches. We listened to evaluations. We failed together. And we also learned from our failures. I believe it is about the collective wisdom of Toastmasters fraternity is helping members to progress. Some of you know that I run this co-working space here. There was a company just at the entrance. They came with 2 people in 2019. Great, bright ideas, brilliant set of people. In 2020, they ramped up to, just before COVID, ramped up to 25, then 40, then COVID hit. You know what happens when COVID hit. But the journey continued with me. So last month was their 5th anniversary celebration. So they invited me to Radisson Blu. Of course, in business it's all about invitation. And you go, you give something, and they give you something. That's how business invitation. But what was so remarkable about their journey was, in 5 years, they put that company into Forbes' upcoming 200 AI companies globally. Now, what was so brilliant about this guy? That's the first company smart day here. The first room when you enter. Now, what's so important about this guy who stays here close by, Mr. Swaminathan? I believe his whole success is about collective intelligence. If it means 10 people, he will only look at, now what can I pick up from this guy so it can help me? And it's not like a brute business deal here. But what is that I can learn from here? So he used to come to me and say, Alex, I want to replicate your business model. No, what are you talking about? In 5 years, you put a company in your Forbes 200 AI list, and what is that you're going to learn from me, Alex Jake, who's just running a 10,000 square feet office space? He used to say that the way you run the business and where you made it profitable in 5 years, you gathered money from all the investors, you return the money, and it's a venture of your own. And I want to run a business like that. For me, he is an epitome of collective intelligence and wisdom. And recently, I was introducing him to one of my friends, and suddenly I said, can you give me some marketing ideas? And he meets somebody else, he would say, can you give me some sales ideas? And he meets somebody else, he would say, can you give me some how to retain talent ideas? I think the whole Toastmasters fraternity of the world works like this. It's about collective intelligence, collective wisdom. Give me a feedback. But am I willing to listen is the different question. Mentor, can you suggest some changes to the speeches? How was my extemporaneous speech, table topics? And how can I do it better? How can I prove ourselves as a great leader? And Gayatri is here as a classical example of one thing remarkable about Toastmasters leaders is you have to manage office, you have to manage home, and you need to manage Toastmasters. And three things are demanding, right? I am sure it is very difficult to handle that in 24 hours. And Gayatri is somebody who showed us in the last 1 year who is so. Big round of applause to her. Some of you may not know what are the achievements in Toastmasters, but globally, District 120 was a respectable phase because of her. And I've been there for the last 15 years. Many times I have seen great leaders working really, really hard, and she really worked hard for that. So let's give a big round of applause for Gayatri in the past district. Now, during our networking, our business meetings, or any other meetings, we meet interesting people, and we just go to them and ask, "Now, sir, what do you do?" And probably they'll say one line about them, but can we get a little more deep and understand what is their intelligence, how is their brain working, how is that what they are doing especially good? Can we gain that? I think if we get into that more, I think in Toastmasters or in the professional personal life, I think that can make a huge difference. Some of you attended my other club meeting where we invited the Hindu CEO, Mr. Ravi, publication CEO, and he said one thing very remarkable. I'm a stupid idiot, right? But whenever I meet people, I keep looking, thinking, what is that I get looking from it? And so I believe that's how great stick, right? And Toastmasters as a fraternity is helping us to pick up great leaders, great communicators, great networkers, and let's harness the power of Toastmasters. Let's continue this journey. I also like to honor our presence of one very important person here is distinguished Toastmaster team. All the way from Billanagar and travel for this. He's also our Division I director, and the Division I for ADA director Nataraj, who is here. And two vibrant past presidents of Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters, Saudariya is here. She is actually giving the effect of being vibrant also. And Aloysius, past president, and thank you all the members, guests, thank you for joining for this momentous occasion. And now may I request guests to introduce yourself. Those who are here for the first time. Yes, sir. Please.
Myself, a very great experience, great learning. When I was introduced me to join this class, I was trying to wake up for I found out the love when I joined this class. So almost like placed almost 4 classes so far. When I started individual table speaker, it's a great learning how their journey started from the basic, how they reached and now it's reached the level of sharing their experience and the spot they can able to speak instantaneously. So that kind of spirit everybody is having it, and they're sharing their own experience. It's a great learning for me when people are reached at the 300 meetings milestone. It's a great achievement, and let's see. I also want to join achieve that kind of achievement. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, sir, you're already a Toastmaster because you started clapping for yourself. In Toastmasters, we do that. Even if nobody is clapping for themselves, we will clap. Okay, we did a great job. Thank you, sir. Digvijay, yes. So Digvijay is one person who has attended as a guest more number of times than many of our members. I love him actually.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I had attended many sessions. I joined, I think, in April or May, Toastmaster Club. And as a guest, still I'm a guest. But I attended many sessions, and I had some desire to being an influencer, because whatever has happened to me in my life, I have learned a lot. that has taught me a lot. I worked for almost 18 years on vessel. I worked as chief engineer and managing vessels. And I had a life-altering accident on ship. Fell from 25 feet height and broke my nose, face. Then my hand bone came out fully out. My foot, multiple fractures, small pieces, foot. So then 2 months I was hospitalized, and this all then almost, and my son just born 2 months back. So I just felt like what kind of father I am going to be. He's going to grown up by seeing the losing father who has lost his life, like who is losing his life and who is just surviving. So, and my daughter was 7 year old that time. So I just felt, no, I cannot be like this. I have to do something about it. And doctors were also told that I don't think you can pursue your career anymore because you will not have a normal life. All these things they told. So then I started reading motivational books and other things. Started listening to different stuffs, and slowly I started trusting myself, believing myself, and I thought that something I can do, whatever is possible. Let it be a small step. I was on wheelchair, then slowly I started jumping. This right leg was fine that time, and it was plastered in my left leg completely. And so I was started jumping on one leg, then going, because I was in a lot of anxiety for 4 5 months. I was getting that suicidal tendency. My father was always near me. My wife was near me that he can jump anytime again. So because I used to run towards the balcony many times in night time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I was getting so much anxiety. Then after 4 5 months, something just enlightened within me, and I just started taking one steps and started walking slowly. Then my plaster got removed, but still there was uh, pain and everything was there. So then I started walking, whatever was possible I could do, and then going forward of this one after 1 year, I got this fitness certificate because I started walking, running, and everything I started doing, and then it changed. Everything changed. I got promoted. Then I got sure opportunity. I'm managing vessel now. It's energy as technical superintendent. So managing ships from shore now, doing audits, going abroad, traveling, and everything I'm doing. So I learned that everything is possible. Just you have to believe in yourself. And with that feeling, I just thought that it should not be within me. I should give something to the world. So that spark was there, and then I joined Toastmaster Club, and everything. I was very charged. Then in between, I fell sick again for almost 10 days, 10 to 15 days. Then again, that connection broke. After a long time, I came again after 3 4 months. Satish sir was always in contact with me. So just because of him, I'm here. He invited me today also, and suddenly I was getting ready. Today again, I was almost thought that okay, I have to go. Okay, it's 20 kilometers. All these things were there. Then I thought, no, I have to go. My kids, Dad, where are you going? No, I'm going. I'm going, and I will be a member. I'm confirming today that I will be a member now, because I need to be in this ambience, because when you are disconnected, you start losing yourself. You should be in that surrounding, that environment which keeps you always boosted. So this energy is needed, vibrant energy is needed to grow in life. And thank you all.
All right, thanks, Vijay. The speech was very inspirational. I'm sure you all might have felt it. This is a typical 5 to 7 minute speech. So this is
I took a lot of time.
So this is my correct. This is another problem with me. I have seriously emotionally done something and people laugh at it. And people think that's a humorous speech. Right? So big round of applause for you. But what was truly inspirational for me was that last one line you said. Yeah, you will become a member. Right. see, like Gayatri and I can relate to that, right? When what happens when somebody joins, we know what is the feeling, right? That's why she's going a little hysterical about it. But one day she actually worked really hard to get more members on board, right?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for our table topics winner, right? No? Sorry. No. All right. Some close resemblance. All right, so let's move ahead, and I would like to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. He's a fantastic person. He's there in almost all networking platforms in Chennai. Passionate about his work, passionate about his travel, and one of the most interesting aspects about him, he's very charming in a way that sometimes I feel he has some close resemblance of Denzel Washington. All right. Let's explore and understand what he thinks about 300 meeting, and let's put our hands together for the newest member of our club, Shivagopan, as the Toastmaster of the year. He's a bit shy for sure.
Thanks for the wonderful introduction, Presiding Officer DTM Alex. And it is an honor and privilege for me to be your Toastmaster of the day for this historic meeting. As you all know, today is not just another Toastmaster meeting. Today is TRECENTO, a historical day where we celebrate our 300th meeting. This grand year milestone marks a journey of growth, inspiration, and unwavering commitment to public speaking and leadership of our club. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you, especially our special guests who have joined us to commemorate this momentous session. Before we start our meeting, I have a simple question to all of you. A question which our DTM Satish Menon discussed last week. It intrigued me, so I want to ask this. Why Toastmasters? I feel not only in Toastmasters, for life as well, this question has immense importance. And if you don't know the answer why we are doing something, I'm afraid all our efforts in our day-to-day life are illogical. So I would like to know from you, with what expectations you have joined Toastmasters and what you aspire to be in Toastmasters. Can I have some answers? Why Toastmasters?
I want to improve my leadership skills.
Leadership skills.
And equality.
Okay. Any other answers?
Improve the communications.
Improve communication.
So to reduce the gap.
Okay.
Also improve the emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence.
Communication, emotional intelligence. Passion for communication has been a long time goal for me. To keep moving forward, that's one thing I admire about.
So if I'm angry, you'll not talk. You'll be cautious.
Very extrovert.
It's not like that.
Extrovert.
Extrovert.
I'm talking here, so I'm an extrovert.
Public speaking. Improve your public speaking.
Okay. Any other answers? Okay, most of it.
Fraternity.
Nice. Most of it are related to, how we expose ourselves and throw ourselves into the stage and give that speech. Nice. Thank you. And moving on, I'm excited to announce our timer for today's meeting. He is PM Vigneshwar, a civil engineer turned software developer, driven by passion and curiosity, a devoted enthusiast of architecture and automobiles with DIY mindset for tackling challenges, a fitness fanatic who thrives on exploring new horizons and embracing constant growth. Timer Vigneshwar, kindly brief about the timing, limitations and rules for today's meeting.
Once again, hello everyone. So I'll be the timer for today. And as in every meeting, we have an agenda for prepared speech and table topics. Today we have a celebration. We have only 2 days prepared speech, both are icebreaker speech. So the timing will be 4 to 6 minutes for the icebreaker speech. And at 4 minutes, I will be showing the green card. And at 5 minutes, I will be showing the yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will be showing the red card. And it will be staying on till you complete the speech. So we have a table topic session for which the timing will be 1 minute green card and 1 minute 30 seconds is yellow card. and 2 minutes is required. So that's how when called upon at the end of the meeting, I will give my time report. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Vinesh. Uh, the next item in agenda is new member induction. For that, I would like to introduce VP membership Satish Kumar. He is a 55 years young Toastmaster, an instrumentation and process automation and control engineer with 3 decades of industry experience for an instrument service engineer to executing project of critical control systems for oil and gas, power generation, steel, cement industries. As a lifelong learner on a mission to transform self, admirer of APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs, please Satish Kumar, kindly give your introduction.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sukumaran, for that warm introduction. Welcome to TRECENTO. Good morning, all Toastmasters, and yes, I'm privileged and honored to invite new members into our club today. It's a privilege for them as well because they are joining us in the centenary year of the Toastmasters and on the day where we are celebrating and creating a history of our 300th meeting. So here I'm going to introduce our 2 new members. This is Amit Ghosh, fellow Toastmasters, and it's now our duty and privilege to introduce P.B. Ganesh and Lavanitha Krishnan, new members into Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication skills and leadership skills. I know both of them are communicators and leaders. They want to earn and improve their skills and share their experience with all of us. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, achieve their goals, and learn from them. More importantly, learn from them. I will now call on our new members. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. So, Ganesh and Lavanitha Krishnan. Ganesh and Lavanitha Krishnan, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. As Vice President membership, I have these 2 new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals of the club. So, Ganesh and Lavanitha Krishnan, you have been assigned mentors for you to take you through the journey of Toastmasters. The mentors are Jit and Priyank for Ganesh. Welcome, Priyank. Ganesh. Lavanitha Krishnan. And for Ganesh, it is myself. I'll be mentoring you. So, as experienced Toastmasters, we have been asked to help these new members get off to a good start. Do accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership and journey. Are you?
Yes.
Mentors? Yeah. I do. And induction. Membership in this club and Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves
and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of employment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development and evaluate others' features in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club with reaching its goals, and remain positive. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please affirm your membership by repeating the following words. I, Ganesh, in the presence of my fellow members, you can be louder.
In the presence of my
Of the Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow Toastmasters, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters. Would our club members please repeat our club's pledge to our new members? We, the members of the Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly and supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. So, we hereby declare that Navneet Krishna and Ganesh are induced into our club. Welcome back.
Thank you, Satish. The next exciting segment is icebreaker session. So first icebreaker session will be given by Toastmaster Ganesh. But before introducing our prepared speaker, I would like to introduce our evaluator for the speech. It is DTM Priya, a retired software engineer, passionate Toastmaster, nature lover, passive income expert, past marathoner, board watcher, inspirational speaker, current division director, current division I director. I call upon DTM Priya to read the speech objectives and guidelines for icebreaker session 1.
Toastmaster Ganesh is delivering his icebreaker speech. It will be 4 to 6 minutes. The objectives of the project is to introduce himself to the audience. On the very best, looking forward to this speech. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Priya. Ganesh.
Sorry.
Yeah. DM Ganesh. Induction.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Thank you, Alex, for this opportunity, and thanks to Satish Kumar, my buddy, actually, who's been instrumental in really being into this Toastmaster. Okay. So, my name is Ganesh Pawar. I'm saying the name you can understand that I'm Maharashtrian actually, but born, brought up, everything in Chennai actually. Yes, I'm just started my career as a service engineer here, and my dad is basically a two-wheeler mechanic, and my mom is a housewife. So we have been coming from a very lower middle class family, and my dad is always my hero. So who really brought us to this particular stage stages where I could really take to the next platform, where now I'm being an entrepreneur here also. So, I started my career as a service engineer where on servo stabilizers and UPS and all. That's my first job. Then I moved on to a company called as a Wakeup, which is a UK-based organization. So where I was been heading many roles, starting from just a service to a person to a product manager, and then as a sales manager. I grew, and in the year 2005, I moved out of the company called the Eurothem, and then I started my own organization called as the Eurocon Instruments. The company is now a 20-year-old organization actually. So we started just doing as a simple trading business, and then we slowly moved on to engineering, and then I was just been adding more and more entrepreneurs. So I'm very happy to really see that I could really grow many engineers who are now in corporates and also in as an entrepreneurs they are. So now I was searching what for I'm doing this business. I'm just searching for a meaning of the why I'm doing here. So I found after this, so many people been getting really benefited out of my knowledge and as well like my mentorship. They have been using my mentorship. They grew themselves from the best basic graduate engineer trainees they gave inside, and now they are entrepreneurs. So I'm very happy to really see that the meaning of my life actually is I grew many people in this particular mentorship, and they have been into now many roles. And few people are there in Australia, some people are in Canada, some people are there in Malaysia. We are doing very big projects actually. I'm doing. And just personal life about my wife is a homemaker. She's just a homemaker, and I have a daughter. Okay, she's again an entrepreneur. She's doing asset management systems actually. Now she's doing with her fellow colleagues, and she's running a business, and she does a sizable turnover of the asset management system. And personally, about that, my mom, my dad is no more, and I miss him a lot. So everyone have been connected with their dads because he's our first hero always. Yeah. Then coming to our business entrepreneurship, actually, you see, as you know, business is always not an easy job. So you would have underwent a lot of hardships. I went really a lot of hardships, like the storm, which came completely vanished my facility. And that time, as I think, listening to Dick which I speak, I've really been just going back on what are the hardships I faced actually, and great, and hats off to you, really. That's a really inspiration to me now. Then we had a lot of statutory audits where really put us down, where I need to really again. There have been so many resetting back into a zero and then coming down. So this is what we have been keep doing that particularly. Within this, still I've been keep exploring many new opportunities. Like I was a part of some networking actually, where I found this place is a very deadly place. It's not that easy to really stand here and speak. The most really critical thing that is what it is. You know, people really have. I don't know. Tamil சொல்லுவாங்க தூக்கு மடைக்கு அடுத்தது வந்தது இந்த பேச்சு மேடை சொல்லுவாங்க. That's what. Sorry, I cannot really convert in English. Okay, so here to coming to this particular, I was such a shy person. I don't even really stand here for a moment. Right? I shy away so much. I cannot speak. So long, even I cannot speak. Even just 2 words I said. I'm Ganesh, okay, thank you. There I stopped. But then with some of the networking opportunities which gave me this particular space to really perform myself actually where I was a health coach in the network marketing. So I used to deliver speeches almost more than 45 minutes. Yes, that's what my, these are my actually, and thanks to my buddy for getting me over here, the Toastmasters Club. And really, after coming over here, I could see like, yes, we do deliver a speech. We work in a different way. Actually, like I'm free to speak. Even I feel I've asked me to speak, I can speak. But in an organized way, how to really improve things. These things I could not do it actually. So I think Toastmasters Club can be a platform where I can really even I can take a help of the evaluator and really correct myself on where I went wrong, where are the places I need to really improve myself. So what are the additional topics I can really speak about it actually? So as a business owner, like this is always for us. Actually, we can speak many things, but in an organized way, how do we speak? The Toastmaster Club can really help us. Anyway, thanks for the opportunity, Alex and Satish, my buddy. Okay. Thank you all, Toastmasters.
Thank you, TM Ganesh, for that nice speaker speech. Our next speaker is TM Navneeta. Before once before introducing him, I would like to introduce Navneeta's speech evaluator, TM Natarajan. To introduce him, he is the present Area Director, Area I4, Division I, District 120. Previously held roles such as President and Vice President Education at Chennai Heel Park YMCA Toastmasters Club, contributed as a club coach and club sponsor, joined Toastmasters in 2021, professionally taking care of projects execution, digitalization at CFM India Projects Private Limited. Beyond Toastmasters, his hobbies are to find joy in music, reading books, and cherish the playful company of children. Please,
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters. Morning, Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club. Morning, President. So, very good, special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster, Krishnan. He looks a little bit tense. Just on the stage is not a problem. So, my target speaker is attending his speech in the pathway presentation mastery. His first speech, icebreaker speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. All the best, Toastmaster Navneeta. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, TM Natarajan. To introduce about our second speaker, TM Navneeta, he is an IT professional with 20 plus years of experience, enjoy traveling to new places and long drive. Looking forward always to learn the art of great speaking. TM Navneeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sir, and thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning, everyone. Have you received a gift from your mom? Yes. Yeah, I see some notes. Have you received gifts from your professor or your manager?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So, dear Mr. Toastmaster, fellow members and honored guests, yes, I'm going to talk about the most favorite 3 gifts that I've received from my mom, one of my professor, and one of my manager. So the gifts are encouragement, embodiment, and empowerment. So the first gift from my mom, it was a late evening. I was doing my 7th standard, and one of my neighbor came to my home and giving a proposal to my father to send me to a grocery, general grocery store in a nearby town for a job. And yeah, the conversation was going on. And I was hearing this. I mean, it was again not, in my village, for a boy to complete his 5th standard. And then I think, yes, he's ready for such a job. So I was hearing it. The next day I went to school and did not come back. And I remember, I think usually the first person I come from school home, but that day I did not come back. So my mom came and searched for me, and she promised that yes, I will ensure that you continue your studies as much as you can. So that was the promise. And in fact, she actually explained to my father, and so made him realize that he studies well, so he will continue studies. So that was my, and of course, I think. She saved her promise along with my 2 brothers and 3 sisters, and even when I lost my father when I was a kid. So that was my first gift, from my mom that yeah, you can do it, and that is a great gift, isn't it? So the next one was from my professor. I was in my beginning of my 2nd year in college, and one day evening she came to the class and announcing to the whole student, director of class that Navneet Krishnan will be doing as seminar on polymorphism to a joint class that we had from our group of students and the seniors. And I was, like Toastmaster Ganesh said, very shy. And that was my first, in fact, stage. I think, in front of 120 students, I had to give a speech. And I was really scared, and I just went behind my professor after the class got over. No, I can't do it. I explained my fear, and I can't do it. See, listen to me, and then someone said that, if not now, then when? That was really a very thoughtful, statement from her. If not now, then? I know you can do it, but instead of trying to convince me you can't do it, better you go and search and you prepare for your successful speech presentation. So I did, of course, went back to prepared. The next day I did my presentation. Of course, at the beginning I was struggling, but I was able to communicate what I wanted to. And so here, again, that confident, you can do it. Even by my professor, I think, that was a gift from my professor. The third one, I want to share from mine. When I was in job in the US, it was a event that we were planning. It was a global event. People all over the world coming to our office. We were having an annual event in Las Vegas. So we were all preparing agenda and all the preparations, events. Now, all of a sudden, I was seeing a task was assigned to me, which is I was really shocked, surprised. When did you see this skill from me? Because running a game show, and I've never done it. But this time, I didn't say I can't do it. I thought maybe I could try my best. I was very confident I could prepare it well. I found a team of 3 members and able to do the preparation and the buzz arounds, teams with props and interesting questions and everything. But then I was really nervous about how I was going to execute it. But it happened on the ground. Of course, those 2 fellow members were trying to help me with tracking the scores and asking audio video questions. And in 2 3 minutes, I was realizing I was into the game. Probably, seeing the shows and events on TV maybe helped me, but I was really into it. I was able to engage the audience. And as you know, the energy is contagious. I think I was able to show that energy and able to get the audience engaged, and it was one of my most successful events to date. Now, I want to close my speech with another, my best moment in my life. So, I was actually, one trip I was having from Sunnyvale, California to Reno, the smallest city in the world. It's a fun city. So my mom, my wife, and my mother, good combination, right? So I was going on a drive from Sunnyvale to Reno, and it was the best of my moments. And I think my mom playing the games. In fact, one of the games she won actually. And so it was like, in fact, when she was leaving the US, she said, in my 70 years of time at that time, this is the best time I had in my life. And that was really a proud moment for me. Now, I really thank all my these individuals, my mom, my professor, and my manager for giving this memorable gifts. And I really thank them. And of course, joining Wakeup Chennai Club, it was like, it will help me to further get in my speaking journey. And so thank you to all my fellow members. And over to you,
Thank you, Navneet, for that interesting icebreaker speech. Before moving on to our next segment, I'd like to ask some questions and expecting some answers from all of you. Because we are, here in Toastmasters, right? So I would like to ask some questions about speeches. And don't worry, your answers will ensure you a chocolate. So please hype up yourself and give the answers. What are the 4 types of speeches we have? Preferred speeches, educational,
Humorous speech. Next topic.
No, I would say that it is not typically related to Toastmasters. In general terms, also you can see different type of speeches we have.
Inspirational, motivational,
humorous speech. And you're looking at the Toastmaster manner, you should be entertained. Inspirational, informational, humorous.
Information, education.
Okay. Yeah, I was expecting informative, demonstrative, persuasive, and entertaining speech. Okay, anyway, I got some of the answers from our timer, Vigneshwar. So please have this Kit Kat. Yeah, moving on to the next segment, experience sharing by our past presidents. So I would like to call upon Soundarya to give a
Thank you so much, Tilliam Modi, and everybody else, and Alex for inviting me. Um, and congratulations to Wakeup Chennai for celebrating the 300th meeting. So I was pregnant during my term as president in Wakeup Chennai, and my term was ending by December 31st, and my term as president, and my daughter was born in December 27th. So it's been 3 years since then, and I'm back, and I feel like I never left. So it's what an incredible feeling that is. That's what is weird about Toastmasters. You know, the community is so almost good to be true. The communities that I have been usually part of, by community I mean any group of people that I have any common thing with, be it religion or work or any of it, there will always be some catch. Either there will be so many rules, or it will be a rigid hierarchy, or usually they will be very closed to newcomers. But Toastmasters in that sense is almost too good to be true. There's in my term as VP membership, my biggest struggle was explaining or answering the questions, specific questions that potential members would ask. The questions would be like, how much does this course cost? Or will this help me get a better job? Will I get a certification at the end of 6 months? And then like, how do I explain this? It's a change of perspective, right? Yes, yeah, it will get you a job, better job, because you will transform as a person, not because we give you a certificate. I don't blame them because we are trained that way, right? We always look at the external decorations or how it looks on paper than the actual person, because in India we are trained like that. And what happens is that's a change of perspective. It's very refreshing to join a meeting with Toastmasters. I'm already out of time, so I'll just very quickly say one more thing. I have 2 more points. I'll say it very quickly. The thing is, this is the best place to learn what healthy competition actually means. Don't mistake me. Like the contest season can be very brutal, but even if you see the judges' ballot, there will be so many parameters on which the speech is judged. But that's just it. It's the speech that is judged. Maybe your speech is not up to the mark, but you as a speaker can never be not up to the mark. And every single person, be it the winner or not, every single person gets constructive feedback. And if you give your icebreaker speech, you will be celebrated with the same enthusiasm and the same encouragement as maybe completing a pathway, or your 100th speech, or being a DTM, or becoming a director. And that's just incredible, and that's how you learn what healthy competition is. You are always competing with who you were before, and your own version. And one last thing, see, in this world of short form content, where you don't grasp attention within 3 seconds, you will be swiped off. But Toastmasters is a place where they give you space and time. Go talk for 5 to 7 minutes and tell us what you have in mind, and we will all listen to you. At least the evaluator is definitely listening to you. And that's a love language, according to me at least. So if you guys, I don't know how this never came up. There is this phrase, very common phrase in Toastmasters, and it's so true in every single perspective you look at it. It is once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. So members, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, please join as soon as possible. Thank you so much for being here.
Soundarya. I feel that I got all the answers for why Toastmasters from Soundarya. I don't have any doubt. I'm completely clear with my mind. Okay, I don't get certifications, of course, but you get time to speak, and at least evaluator is listening. Wow, thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, moving on to our next session. It's educational speech by DTM Gayatri, immediate past district director. Gayatri is a technical project manager by profession and a public speaker by passion. She has 17 years of experience in software industry, contributing as a project manager, operations manager, technical architect, pre-sales consultant. With a post-graduation in artificial intelligence and machine learning, she now works with ITI data, delivering data science projects. Being a Toastmaster for more than a decade, she is passionate about making a difference in the lives of people using the power of words. Today's title for education speech is Scale Up, Lead Up, Mastering the Art of Effective Leadership. Please join me in welcoming our guest, DTM Gayatri, to the show.
What is leadership in your terms? Maybe one word, only one word. Whatever you describe it. Sir, please sit. I'm going to speak for 15 minutes. Okay, so you will end up with a record and timer. Please show me green, yellow, and red at 5, 10, 15. So that I can probably finish by 20.
By giving time.
No. We will lose track of time. That is the problem. So what is leadership? I'll give you the privilege of speaking one word.
Challenge.
One word.
Challenge.
One word. It's challenge. Okay.
Taking responsibility.
Okay. Responsibility. Okay.
Results.
Results. Okay. Transformation. Consistency. Commitment.
Driving.
Huh? Help.
Mentor.
Self-belief.
DTM inspiration.
Huh?
DTM.
DTM.
Inspiration.
Role model. Inspiration.
Driving.
See, all that you spoke, most of them are very positive words. Okay, some people spoke about the challenges and well, I think only 1% said challenge, right? All of you. Now in Toastmasters, when you imagine yourself into leadership role, right? What happens when you become a president or a, I mean, I think for most of you beyond the area or division that may not make sense, but you can think, okay, bigger leaders, something like that. So, what is the difference in a member and becoming a president? What all do you do when you become a president? Or what all do you think you can do when you become a president? Everything you can do. Everything. You come here, you say, from this week we are going to have coffee at the end of meeting. It happens. Everything. Privilege. What else?
No, I meant everything like bringing coffee.
No, even that happens. If you are a member and you say, can we have coffee? Okay, if you are a member and you say, the president will say, coffee is not good for health. You please quit drinking coffee. You will be thinking, okay, president said, should I consider giving up coffee? Maybe you won't. But if a normal member comes and says, hey, you should give up coffee, you'll be like, you come here for speaking. Don't interfere in my personal affairs, right? So when you hear from a leader and a normal person, there is a difference. So when you become a leader also, everything becomes different. Actually, it becomes different. You walk into a place as a leader, okay? Even the people there, they may not know you are a district director or division director. But the way others are behaving, that's some big person it seems. One day, in one of my colleagues' place, they had this Godu, Navratri Godu, you know. And there was one person who he invited, and she was district chief judge. The person's father thought real chief judge is coming. He made so much of humbug. Chief judge is coming to our place. The entire apartment knew that chief judge is coming. They didn't know it was Toastmasters chief judge. The beauty here is with every leadership, you get so much of that privilege and respect that it looks like a very flashy, good place to be. Okay, I'll narrate an incident. Last year, I was at a division conference and then I was asked to address the audience. And then I went and I had a very good anecdote from Mahabharata. So I asked, so people, I'm going to speak about a story from Mahabharata. And then I look, first two rows full Gen Z. And they are like, oh, Mahabharata, you speak, why we will listen? Then suddenly I asked, guys, do you know the story of Mahabharata? They were like, no, we don't know. I said, you don't know Mahabharata, Arjuna, Yudhishthira. They said, we kind of know there was something called Mahabharata, but entire story we don't know. I said, so don't worry, nobody knows entire Mahabharata story. Then slowly I spoke about the story. I brought him a leadership lesson, and then the MC said, please wait. So generally when they say like that, either I get a gift or I have to give a gift to someone else. So I was waiting there. So that's what you generally do, right? If somebody speaks, MC suddenly says, Gayatri is not just a speaker. She's also a singer. Now she'll sing a song for us. Impromptu table topic, singing I had to do. What we can do? Your district director, you said, no, you cannot fight on the stage. Suddenly I started thinking, what is the last song I sang? That was 1 year ago. Last 1 year, it was not singing time for me. So suddenly I managed, I sang. Somebody took a video and put it in social media also. Our district director singing in the division one. That was not a great performance, but okay. But when people look at it, they think, wow, such a nice occasion. People come and sing and all. Behind the scene, what happened was just 2 minutes before I came to the place where the contest was happening, because a little while ago I had to be in the entrance because there was during the next division conference, you may also see this, people start campaigning for the upcoming election. There was one candidate who was fighting with the division director saying, you have to give me a place for candidate corner. Now division director is already in tension. On the day of division conference, whatever goes wrong, it is division director's fault only. Idli has less salt, division director did not taste it properly. If the ice cream is not there in the lunch, not proper arrangement. One contestant comes late, the entire club is unhappy because they started the contest without the contestant. Everything goes on the division director. So I said, you go manage there, I will manage. So we were doing firefighting. This person was so upset because they didn't ask for space. I mean, on the day, 7 o'clock, he called the division director and said, you give me a big space, I want a table, I want to put everything, I want to campaign for me. So, problem is, I was firefighting there. I was trying to de-escalate things. And then I had to come here and give a speech. The beauty here is, leadership is not just this privilege and luxury that we see outside. It's firefighting inside and showing us if everything is super duper good to the outside. Why you have to show it is super duper good? You don't have to sugarcoat things. You cannot pass that pressure to the others. That is good leadership. I'm not speaking about all leadership. There are different kinds of leadership. You might have listened to this from your manager, right? Sometimes they come, they blast at you. You'll be like, why am I even working with this person? But after 3 hours, they'll come and say, hey, you know what? My manager shouted at me. So I was in super duper pressure. Sometimes they come and justify. Whatever you heard from me is just 10% of what I heard. People like, that's not my problem. You made a mistake. You hear some scoldings. Why are you scolding back at me? Many times we do it with our children. We have a problem at work, we come and shout at our children. The beauty here is, when you are a leader, you lose that privilege first. Whatever problem you may be in, you take care of that. And whatever you have to do, the right thing to do at that point of time, I cannot yell at the MC, why didn't you give me a clue? I cannot sing like, I cannot do all those. Either I gracefully sing or I make a joke and then I exit. I cannot come and say, sorry guys, I'm in a pressure situation. That cannot happen. And for that to happen, for you to be in a place where you're comfortably able to manage the situation, it starts with experience. When you're a club president, if the AC is not working, you will be tensed. Obviously, it will be. AC is working, right? Everybody's looking at you. But the beauty is, Alex is a very, very seasoned Toastmaster, and I think he has more experience outside Toastmasters. The beauty is, when you take up a leadership position, first thing you need is to evaluate whether you have sufficient experience to do that. Otherwise, the place itself is going to be stressful for you. Sometimes you get the choice, okay, you decide I will grow into this place in a few years and then you reach that. Perfect. Sometimes you get the opportunity, you want to be the president. They are chartering a club, they say you will be the charter president. You don't know what is charter, what is president, but the name looks flashy. Let me be, okay, charter president, I will be charter president. And then after 1 week, they come and say, budget is not there, where will we have our meeting? You'll be like, should I put money from my end? Or what I should do? You will be in so much of confusion. But don't worry, I mean, you don't have to wait to be prepared to be there, but once you are there, it is your responsibility to get experience, to get prepared. So it starts here. This is the starting place where you understand that a leadership journey is not a rosy journey. It is going to be having challenges. But beauty is, if you look at it as a challenge, you are going to be burnt out, you are going to be stressful. Imagine you become a dentist. And then you go and complain to someone, nobody is having dental hygiene. Today, I know, 4 teeth, all rotten teeth only I have to manage. What kind of a person? If you say that, then you are not fit to be a dentist. You have to remember that only because people don't have dental hygiene or maintenance, they are coming to you. That is why you have a job. So you can't say, I am a project manager, every time I have to face issues. Obviously, because there is an issue only, they made you as project manager, right? Otherwise, why they need a project manager? If project will deliver by itself, why they need a leader, right? So when you get into leadership, you have to understand it is because of the challenges that you have that opportunity. So within every challenge, take it, see what you can get out of it, get the best out of it. On that day when I spoke about this challenge, right, I saw that I have evolved as a person. The person who was dissatisfied was very disrespectful to me. He was saying, what kind of a leader are you? You are unfit to be a district. And I said, okay. I cannot come and say, who are you to come and say that? Because end of the day, that person is also a member. When you are in a team, you will have 90% or 80%. If you are very lucky, at least 90% or 80% of them will like your leadership. They will work with you. But definitely there will be at least 10% of them who will not like you. Obviously, they will not like you. But you can't say those 10% is my enemy. No. They are also your team members. They are also your members. Let them not like you, but you don't have the privilege to not like them because you are a leader. After you finish your leadership, you hate them, block them, perfectly fine. But when you are a leader, you have to be with them. Even when you are a CEO, let's assume you have your own company. You cannot say that all 100% of them I will take to my choice. No, it won't work. You will fail terribly. You need people who thinks extremely opposite to you, who has to come and tell you you will fail. Last year when I started my district director term, so in district for clubs you have this recognitions, right? Like becoming distinguished. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this because I see you are a fairly new crowd. But let's assume that there are, in any place we measure the performance, right? So for a club, if it becomes a distinguished club, then it means it is a good place to be. Why it is good place to be? For a club to be distinguished, there should be at least 20 members. At least 3 of them should be completing educational speeches, which means the club meeting has to happen regularly. If prepared speeches are given, members will grow. So there are some criteria that we. So in terms of what we were as a district, we were in a place where we were a very young district. We are just 4 years old, if you know that. Earlier we were with Sri Lanka, we were a bigger district. So our district was, there is an eligibility criteria to be there. We were not even meeting the eligibility criteria. So when I started the leadership journey, ideal goal is that we meet the eligibility criteria, at least we make it to the distinguished program, right? But I didn't dream that way. Because for me, the dream has to be very big. Otherwise, it is not exciting. Imagine you join a CEO, you join a company, and then the CEO on the day one comes and says, guys, this is the organization where we don't try to do big things and all. Just come, do your work. Let's ensure that we don't, at least we deliver something. If he comes and speaks like that, will you join? That first day will be the last day of your work in the office, right? So you need, As a leader, you need to have a big vision. And you need to be realistic about it. You need to know that, okay, this is possible. So I taught my leaders a keyword, which I think I will share with you also. So for a leader, there are three things that are very important, and that we call it as PACT. Number one is possibility thinking. You don't worry about where you are today. Today you may be in one thatched roof, that is fine. But what is the possibility of your life? Can you be the CEO of an organization? Can you be the leader of a nation? Can you do something really big? Can you start a big NGO? Is there a possibility? It is not about probability. Is it again? How can I even think of it? No. Don't worry about it. Is it possible? Then you can think about it. So it starts with possibility thinking. In fact, possibility thinking has one more point to it. You cannot crib about it. And you would have seen this. Anytime a new leader comes in, they will always crib about the old leader. They'll say this contract did not go because the vendor was not finalized properly. Hey, you only finalized the vendor? No, I finalized the vendor, but the process was created by previous team. They only messed up the system. Everywhere, in any corporate, any organization, a new leader comes, immediately they will say old leaders are waste. Their performance will be even lower than that. Only a leader who says, okay, this is the as-is situation. Let them mess up, let them create something, but at least they've given me a system to handle. Let me take it forward from there. So that starts the possibility. Don't worry about what is the as-is situation. Think about what is possible in this. Everything is possible for that matter. So you decide what is possible for you. Now, most of us decide this. Most of us actually get to this place. You take anything. For example, you want to reduce weight. You want to be healthy. You know, today I am 100 kilos. I can get to 70 kilos. Possible. You will start with that thinking. And you will also know what to do for that. You have to wake up early, you have to walk, or you have to follow a diet. And you know this. Today the beauty is you don't need to know how. Because you have ChatGPT, you have AI, you have your mentors, you have a lot of people to reach out to. So the how part is very easy. But the second thing, second step in fact is action. We don't act on it. Tomorrow I will do this. From tomorrow I am not eating sumasa, but today I will eat too. Very hot. It's very yummy. I want to eat that. I know I can build one big empire. I will do that. Action. Many leaders fail here. We speak, we dream, we say, but we don't do. You have to do it. Just do it. Don't look for perfection. Don't look for the best way to do things. Just act. Start doing something. Today you have a problem. Start with the first step. Go there. Address it. You have a problem with the vendor, call the vendor and say, okay, this is a problem. Okay, their process is not right. My finalization is not right. Whatever it is today, this person is a signed vendor. What is it that I want? He's not supplying on time. Let me speak with him. I want you to supply on time. What can you do? What can I do? How can we do this together? Act on it. Don't just keep thinking. Second one is act. Third point. Teamwork. If you want to be a leader, you need a team. You cannot say I am a one-person leader, one human person. Then you are a one person, excellent person, you are an expert, but you are not a leader. A leader needs a team. Otherwise you are excellent by yourself, but without a team you cannot be a leader. And why we need team? Let's assume there is a work, and if it is given to you, you will do it 100% perfection. Now, if you give the same work to someone else, what do you think will be the percent of their perfection? 98, 99. Your expectation is very, very high.
50%.
50%, okay, realistic. Nataraj, what do you think?
Same.
They will do the same? No, they will never do this.
they will do different than us.
I can assure you, they may do 50%, they may do 90%, they may do 150%, they will never do 100%. Whatever work, it could be something as simple as folding the blanket. I don't know how many of you have this conversation with your wife. Whatever way you do, it's wrong only. They will have a better way to do it. Right? Very simple. The reason is because it's not better or it's worse. It will always be different. That is for sure. So nobody can do the same work like you. So the problem we have is, you would have mentored someone, they would have implemented, still you did everything, but still, but still, they did everything, it's excellent. We can never stop them. So the problem here is, because of this, we are very, very afraid to delegate our work. You may have a very simple work. You may design the best flyer and print it. And if you give it to someone else, they will design it only with 50% of accuracy or perfection. You may not like it as much. They will also go and print it, but with a different printer, quality is not good. Maximum you can do is suggest that they choose the best printer. Suggest that they get a review feedback from you. But if you start designing every poster, the problem is you will only be able to design posters. So if somebody will do the works, let's probably think at 60 to 70% of your precision or accuracy, please delegate. 50% no, not worth it, because 50% of the work, remaining work you have to redo. So you have to train that person. But settle for something beyond 70, depending on the work. You want 90% accuracy, train them more. But remember, it will never be 100%. But why do we have to do this? Why should we even delegate? Why do we need a team to work with us?
We have time to focus on other things.
Other things, okay?
Efficiency and productivity. These are also the
Efficiency and productivity. Efficiency is actually going down. Instead of 100, it's only 70. That's a compromise we are doing. But why should we compromise?
exploring new ideas.
Exploring new ideas.
Focus on the vision.
Focus on the vision.
We cannot go beyond certain point. We are working individually.
Correct. So to summarize what you're saying, let's assume somebody is doing 70% of your efficiency and you will do 100%. You can work with 10 people and bring in 700% of efficient work. But by yourself, you can never go beyond 100. So for you to multiply what you're doing, focus on something that is beyond that, just that work, to achieve massive result. By yourself, you can only achieve this much. With a team, you can achieve this much. But with that, the headache also is this much. You have to remember that. But at the end of it, to provide massive results, to produce something very big, you have to work with a team. And in that team, 10% of them don't like you. Remember that also. But at the end of the day, when you work with a team, the term that Alex used today, I really like it. Collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is always greater than individual's intelligence. Even if you are with people who are less knowledge, less experienced, and probably are not as educated as you, whatever be the crowd, their collective intelligence will always be greater than individual's intelligence. So all this comes into play only when you work with a team. So leadership journey starts with understanding that you are a leader because there are challenges. And you have to be excited about those challenges. Every challenge has to excite you. Every time you look at a person with rotten teeth, if that gets you excited, then you are the best dentist. Wow, super business. This month's EMI taken care. If you are a project manager, you have 10 escalations, fantastic. This project cannot let me go for another 10 months. I have to set a lot of things right. Your job is assured. If you are a president, you are going to face challenges. If you are not facing challenges, then you are not looking at challenges. Challenges are happening behind you. People are discussing away from you. Or you are not dreaming high. Which means, again, people are going to leave. Remember the CEO who was saying, let's just do bare minimum. You don't want to work with that person, right? So it starts with understanding that leadership is about challenges, and you as a leader has to face a challenge. So start with equipping yourself with experience. You don't know something, ask people, train yourself, ask ChatGPT, anybody, ask anybody, that is fine. But get the knowledge, very, very important. Without that, you will not be able to manage and people will not respect you also. Next thing is where your PAT comes in. Start with possibility thinking, act upon it, combine it with teamwork, and then you will realize that leadership is a beautiful journey, because at the end of it, the transformation that you see with people is immense. And the beauty is they won't even credit you for that. They won't even remember what you did for that. But you know that you have done something extraordinary. I'll leave you all with this small anecdote. You know this Tanjavur temple, right? So in the utmost top of the tower, right? That's not a place that anybody can generally go. And even today, it is known only because we have these drones and helicopters that people go and do research of how they have constructed this beautiful temple. Now, in the topmost tower, there is one small statue, very, very small statue, that won't even be visible if you look from the ground. Now, in that statue, the sculptor who created that has created some very, very intricate sculpting that you can even see the nerves of the people. Very, very intricate. Now the statue itself is invisible. He knows it's going to be in the top. It's not that he designed somewhere and then they kept, no. It was all fully pre-designed only, because it's a single structure, right? Single stone structure. So why did he create that nerves there? Who will notice whether there is a nerve there or not? Who is going to appreciate him for that? We don't even know the name of those sculptures, right? Who were the? No, we don't know. But why did that person create? Because they know what they are doing. So as a leader, whatever you do, people are definitely going to forget. People won't even know you did that. People are not going to give you credit for that. Some people may do, but that is not the reason why you will do something. The reason is that you know who you are and you want to do your best, because giving that best will give you the best feeling in this world. That is leadership. So, if you want to get into the journey of leadership, think about these things. These are some of the lessons that I had in my mind and I learned over the period of time. Every time it was put to test, sometimes I failed, sometimes I succeeded, but every time I learned a beautiful lesson that all this at the end of the day will be very, very worth it when you see one person who was very shy, who was not ready to speak, who was struggling in their own life, finally coming and standing in front of the stage and speaking as a very confident person. They coming and telling, you know what, I'll tell you how to live life. When they came, they would have probably not been in a great state. But that transformation would have happened because of the really small contribution. And that is the beauty of leadership.
Thank you, DTM guy. I think, guys, we are in luck today. We heard from Soundarya why Toastmasters. We learned what are at the basics level, what we are here for Toastmasters. But from DTM Gayatri, we learned what is it, how does it feel to be at the top? From getting scolded to be, buying a non-tasty idli, till the time you are getting scolded for politics, that this person is at the top, so I won't support him, I won't encourage him. It was fantastic. Now we get to know that with Toastmasters we don't get certificates, and the bare minimum our evaluator is listening to us. And Gayatri mentioned, we go to an apartment and we being the president, everybody are exciting, somebody with some sirens will be coming there and we'll be going, they'll be looking, what this person is, why he is here. I am the president, we have to introduce ourselves. It was fantastic. Given all the points, she has given something valuable to us. Can you tell me, what is that valuable she has given to us? Being the Toastmaster, we know that certificates won't be given. Respect also to some extent it won't be given. Respect also to some extent, it won't be given. Maybe somebody at the low level will be okay looking at you and astonishing.
Gayatri is heartbroken.
No, I'm not telling in that sense where, because we are doing so many things, and we will expect certain things, but politics is always there, right? We won't be looking at the positive things. We look at the negative things. 10 people are encouraging, 2 people will come and say, what is this? So good. In that way, I am telling. So can you tell me what is it very important she told about Toastmasters and told about leadership today?
Self.
You cannot
Don't work for others and
Don't blame others.
no.
There are the challenges are there. You have to leave. That's all. Like the challenges.
acceptance, I think you should accept the fact that some people are going to dislike you no matter what, and don't let that stop you from doing the things you are destined to do.
Exactly.
Embrace the challenges.
What I feel is that we always listen to these coaches online, right? Join me for 99 rupees and you will get the meeting. Don't do 9 to 5 jobs. Don't do this and that. What they teach there is, whatever Gayatri has given, that is the same thing they teach there. You should have that internal value. Any challenges you face in life, don't let yourself down. Fumble, no problem. You just fumble, you are still on your feet. Fell down, it's okay. You are fit. You can stand up and walk. Walk. Now you walk well. Run. Don't worry about what others are telling. They may say you are not fit to do this, district director. Fine. They may ask you to sing. Okay, I will improvise and sing. So it was very. That's why I said we are in luck today. We are hearing so much of coaching skills which you won't get from other side. Thank you for that, DTM Gayatri. And moving on to the next part in agenda, I would like to invite our past president, Aloysius, to give his speech.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters guests of the day. Toastmaster is about opportunities. Toastmaster gives you a lot of opportunities to use your untapped skills or unused potential. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 unused marriage places come out of the docket to be won for the day, right? With that note, I'll say opportunities to learn, perform, and speak. I put perform in the middle. We can perform, right? And just being vulnerable here. So this is your playground. Toastmasters gives you a template to be successful, to be honest, right? It's this platform for you to fail fast. Make use of this opportunity. I want to start with tiny habits. How many of you are aware of this tiny habits book or the principle, right? My son, when he was in 8th standard, he was not studious. He kind of was failing in a lot of things, but one interest in him triggered others. We put him in our maths tuition, and the teacher was an excellent teacher. She made him to be consistent in what he was doing. Consistency. That one tuition in maths kind of cascaded into other things. He kind of excelled in all other subjects. He became disciplined in his own life, 8th standard. Okay, morning 4 o'clock he wakes up. He has a timetable, he picks up, he reads, he is physically active and does everything. One key thing was consistency. And the leadership coach in Alex kind of reminded me back in 2019. When you are in Toastmasters, be consistent. Be consistent to the meetings, be consistent in taking roles. It kind of cascades this effect into your life, in your work. You become more disciplined in other things as well. Second, inspiration. I joined Toastmasters because a friend inspired me to come join Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters. Maybe it started out as a hobby for me, primarily trying to groom myself into leadership. Probably ended up challenging myself into humor as well. I could force my colleagues and reportees to join Toastmasters. But friends, I really inspired them, right? I would say a lot of inspirations when you join and attend meetings. But the highest achievement I would put is inspiring somebody at home to become a Toastmaster.
Yeah. So my wife became a Toastmaster last year. So I think it as an achievement beyond anything, right? You inspire somebody closer to you becoming a Toastmaster. Food for thought. This is all vulnerable. Alex said there's breakfast after this meeting. Mentoring is an essential thing. You saw all these marriage proposals happening and the better proposals happening. Like, would you like to be the mentor for this? You said I do, right? And same way the mentee did. It's a serious business, I'd say. Most of us, though I'm on a sabbatical, I include myself, right? Whatever we learn, any light, this is an analogy I tell any time without any shame, right? Repeat it myself. If there's no electricity, where will you keep the light? Look at these lights also. Where is it kept? It's always on top. Even if it is dark, you always keep the light on top so that it spreads the light across everywhere. Our learning is similar to that. I learn something, I keep it myself, it doesn't help. Whatever you learn, share it with the world. So that's where mentoring and our learning in Toastmasters helps us all together. Yeah, something I took as a knowledge from others. I always believe in leadership with the social impact and cause. Anything you take up in life, look at it from what social impact do I make because of this endeavor. Maybe tiny, maybe clearing a road traffic, or doing something, filling up a pothole in your neighborhood. All these are your leadership qualities you showcase to the world. Consider this platform as an engagement platform for you to be successful in life, lead, love, faith, and hope drives the world. Okay, above all, love is the only one which kind of should drive the world, and I believe it drives the world. Share your knowledge and be part of this fraternal community to engage yourself to be more of a leader and a human as well. Okay. With that note, thanks.
Thank you, Aloysius. To summarize the speech, I can say it in a single word in Tamil. Yam petra imbam pirgai vayagam. It was beautifully said. Yeah, and before moving on to the next segment, I have another question to all of you. It is also related to communication. Can you say what are the 7 C's of effective communication? 7 C's. Any number of, you can tell me. Number.
I know
Chocolate. If you give me the 7 C's, that C will automatically come to you.
Clarity, confidence,
Content.
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 Okay.
Constructive.
Concise.
Concise.
Constructive. You need to tell me, ask the book. These all are from Skype.
Yeah, okay. Context is also there.
Okay.
Condense.
Give us clues, please.
Connection.
Okay.
Connectivity.
Yeah, connection is there. So,
Coherence.
yeah, coherence is also. I was looking for consistency and credibility more. So I think I got few good answers. So I will give one to Soundarya and one to our very own
No,
Alex.
Silent
Thank you.
Nice. Moving on to the next part of the meeting, it is table topic with a twist. So we are moving. And today's table topic master is TM Keshav. To introduce about himself, he is having a background spanning over 5+ years as a former CRO and educational counselor and panel research associate by profession and budding podcast consultant. Happiness life coach and motivational speaker by passion, and passionately believe in being a professional and motivational speaker. Please, Keshav, take on your session from here.
Thank you, Siva. very happy to be here and seeing all the lovely people you have here. Thank you so much. I'm the Toastmaster, table topics master for today. So timer, 1 minute is green, 1:30 is yellow, and 2 is red. Please take care of it. So I invite Santosh for a topic. So the question to you is, what's a goal you hope to achieve this year? So the twist is, video games. It's a twist. You have to bring out the improv.
Very short time left this year.
Okay.
What do you want to achieve in life? In video games.
So you can add video games in the speech, like in quiz.
In terms of video games.
In terms of video games. I will try. Thank you for that. Table topic, question. So I want to achieve in my life is from the past 2-3 years I am trying lot of ideas how to improve myself. So one of the best way I have is, first of all I need to share. First of all I need to how to learn that, and second one is how I am reflecting that. So in that reflection only, I understand that I am feeling. So how after this reflecting, how to implement and then the sharing to them is the fourth part. So these are the way. This is the best way I understand that I can achieve my goal. So this year I want to achieve how which part I can achieve is the video game. One of the game is sniping game, I can say. So sniping game, I just completed my 4 levels. The 5th level I need to complete. Coming March I will complete. The December 2025. So these 2 months or 3 months I will practice and then finish. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. So I call upon Toastmaster Sadasivam. Sir, your topic, sir. If you were a stand-up comedian, what opening joke would be? And the twist is rumble. Rumble. Rumble.
What is it?
Rumble.
What is rumble?
Rumble, sir, it's fully clustered.
That is a twist also.
Thank you, India. So the topic is interesting. I don't know how many of you watched Lucky Pascal movie. And if I get a chance to take a movie, I'll take Unlucky Sadashivam. In 2004, my mom started looking for a girl for me. I was got married that year. So we went to Tirunelveli temple. And after darshan, we came out and saw a religious here. You know what happened? That guy asked 5 rupees. My mom said, no, let's try to see like what the astrology. Then we just tried it. Then Gilly picked one seat that had a Lord Durga. It's named Kaliyata. Then the astrology told me that your life will be good and you'll grow high, but your wife will be angry. So to control that, you need to do some parigar. Then she asked me 25 rupees. Then I said no. Then I said it's a cheating business, no? But after a year, I found that I was looking for that guy. Even last month I went there, I couldn't find that astrologer. That's all happened, and every day we have challenges in home, but anyway, somehow I managed outside. So to that, that's what always the life has, troubles. we are managing somehow. Even my daughter used to call me, dummy piece. Even I told that in the previous conversation as well. Once what happened was, she was talking with her friend on the phone. This time we tried, palasa, something. Then I told her, why do you need to buy palasa? You buy books. Then she shouted at me and called her mom. Amma, bring me a screwdriver. Then she said, send your father here to the kitchen, I'll take her. Like that. And so every time, everywhere we have, issues, we'll have to manage and take everything as a challenge. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I call upon Dr. Murugesan sir. Sir, what do you do if you woke up one morning and could you only do speak in rhymes and chime? Rhymes and chime. So twist is Rana sir.
Rana?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, TDM, for giving me this opportunity. See, morning get-upping is a big challenge. So, like this climatic condition is very difficult. And yesterday, my elder daughter, she asked me, Dad, I want to, because now exam is going on. She told tomorrow, every morning around 5:30 we start. I usually go for running, at least for half an hour. So she told us, I am trying her to bring with me for more than 2 years. Still, she is not ready for that. Then she told us, definitely tomorrow I am ready to come with you. Just wake me at 5:30. Then, so I was so happy. Then morning 5:30, I wake her. Then she told, Dad, yesterday I slept a little late only. So give me 10 minutes more. Then I'm sitting for 20 minutes. Still she's not moving. Then I went. Then after coming also, I think she's sleeping. So it's a big challenge to see. We have some dream. Our children should be like us, at least what we had done at our childhood. No, we should not do that. We should be more blessed. They should what we are faced challenges. They should overcome with their disciplines. So that difficulty still we are facing it. If anyone is trying to give some ideas to overcome that, it's more welcome to, because I'm more receptive to get these things to overcome these challenges. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murugesan.
Small quick update, sorry.
Yeah.
Those who park are inside the premises. Can you just move it outside? Because people will be occupying that space, the dedicated park. And I will show my leadership for your state. I'm inspired by that. No, I think there are two cars. One is a blue car. No, that's those are. Because nobody was there, nobody was interested in that.
Okay. So I invite Toastmaster Arul for the other topic. Sir, imagine you have switched your bodies with your pet for a day, and what's the first thing you will do, sir? Imagine you are switching bodies with your pets. Pet. What's the first thing you will do? And the best is fortune teller. Fortune teller.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Obviously, I don't have any pet, but imagine if I have a switcher to my pet. Can you take some? Nowadays, everyone going with walking along with their pets. If they switch over to their pet's body, like dogs. Um, Definitely, they follow some punctualities or some disciplines, which means normally the people's going along with the dogs. The dogs are why they are going to walking actually in the morning. The pets need to um, doing their morning chores actually. They make it dirty on the roads and everywhere. When Vairamuthu one day he delivered the speeches, he told in the US and other countries, whenever they going along with the pet, they have the covers and dirty packets and everything along with them, and they have to clean it immediately. But nowadays, I'm seeing on the day on the roadsides and everywhere, because of the morning chores only they are having coming out along with their pets. If definitely we are switch over that, we follow the disciplines. It will not happening on the roadside. It should be in their home itself or arranging some other arrangements. Thank you, Keshav.
Thank you so much, sir. I invite guest Satyamurthy sir. Sir, the topic is what do you prefer, tea or coffee and why? Twist is reflection. Say it again. Yeah, I'll repeat, sir. What do you prefer, tea or a coffee, and why? Twist is reflection, sir.
Yeah, my normal life, as soon as I wake up in the morning, without coffee, I won't do my other activities as soon as I get up. So due to my aging factor, because of normal tea, if you take or coffee, it is getting a lot of disturbance in the system also. So what we did is, normally I used to go with the honey with the water and all. So then over period after 15-20 years, then I moved into honey with water, hot water, started drinking that. That is one of the habits which can improve my digestion system. That is one of the good habits I learned from my wife. So that is one kind of reflection. And other than instead of wine, I don't like, never tasted wine. So maybe I can try.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. With this, I just
Give you one more topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep one more.
Sir. So maybe this can be a tricky topic for you, but I'm sharing. So topic is imagine you are auditioning to be a next voice for the talking GPS. Give us your best direction, bad weather. Twist is bad weather.
This is
Bad weather.
Bad weather. So, okay. So if I'm going to be the next voice for GPS direction, so I'll take this thing, and the situation is bad weather. In bad weather, we need to give direction means if you are going, if the system already have this kind of things, bridges, lakes, ponds, we can assume place like Chennai. So we may go in a bridge. We assume that in bridge there won't be any water because it is a old bridge, but we still have another problem. So cars in homes, our cars are parked in those bridges to avoid it is drowning in floods. So, like in bad weather situation, we also include that there may be parked cars, so it will be traffic. So you can switch to another way like that, I will say. Thanks for the topic, Keshav.
Thank thank you, speakers and the members, for giving this lovely experiences. Thank you so much. With this, I just give it the line back to Mr. Roman.
Thank you. The next segment is speech evaluation. For that, I would like to call upon DTM Brian to provide evaluation for Icebreaker 1 from Toastmaster Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, we don't leave the stage empty without shaking the hands. Good morning again, everyone. I'm sure everybody is getting hungry. Quickly, we will give the evaluation for Toastmaster Ganesh's speech today. Where is he?
Walking.
Oh, it was working. Then probably I'll give after.
Yeah. Thank you. The next speaker, I would like to call upon TM Natarajan to provide evaluation for Icebreaker 2 from Navneeta.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters Shivakumaran. And a very good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan, the most free soul now, because before his speech he was a little bit tense. And there is a saying that Toastmasters wears many hats. So today I'm here with the hat of being the evaluator of the icebreaker speech given by Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan. Generally, someone has leaked out the question paper to Toastmaster Navneeta, because when you start a speech, you have to start with a question. So he asked a question: have you got a gift from your mother? So that was beautifully done. And then he moved on to these 3 gifts which he has received in this journey. The one which is from his mother, his professor, and the last one, I will not agree with you. Las Vegas, a company event, the destination and what you're speaking is really not at all matching. I've been recently to Las Vegas. People don't go there for any corporate event or all such thing. So definitely, I think that's a good way to bring in a humor. You had that part also in your speech. So how to build the humor in your speech. So that checkbox is also ticked. Also, you gave some inspirational message. If not now, then definitely that is also a great message which is given it. Icebreaker speech, normally there is no evaluation is given, but as Toastmasters, we need to find a way how you move to your next level. Because one thing which we would already say is, if you treat a speech as a tennis match, volleyball or throw ball. So what are these 3 important aspects? You need a good serve, you need a good return, receive, then you need to return it back. So these are the 3 components. That's what they call like body, opening, conclusion. And there are all of these aspects called eye contact, body language, vocal variety, stage presence. So all these things will come in the due course of time. Don't worry about them. So when you give speech after speech, the confidence starts flowing and you improve on everything. 2 important things which is there as part of the evaluation form, which I want you to concentrate is, one thing is the audience awareness, and the second thing is comfort level. Your comfort level when you talk, when you come on stage and talk is the most important aspect. And the second one is audience awareness. It's not about what I always want to come and talk on stage. You need the audience awareness. Whether the audience are there to accept my speech, how am I going to connect with the audience? So these are 2 important aspects. When you go down for your speeches, you have a lot of speeches in your archive. Please keep that in mind and give more speeches in Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club. Like your speech title, like the beginning of life is to find the gift, and the purpose of life is to give it. So you have a great platform to give a lot of stories, share with us. So all the best to Toastmaster Navneeta Krishnan. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. You have a lot of issue with the evaluator. I think we have listened to his speech and given the evaluation.
I would like to call upon DTM Singh.
Good morning, Toastmaster Ganesh. I love absolutely many things about your icebreaker speech today. The first thing was the smile that you had on your face. It connected everyone present here with a beautiful smile, and I felt that you were so excited to share your story with us. That was so nice. And I also loved the gestures that you had. It was conveying that you were connected with your speech and sharing it authentically. I absolutely loved how you as a leader was not creating followers, but you were more focused on creating more leaders. That is also the need of the hour. And as you delivered the speech, we also got to know your personal side and the professional side, which was beautifully woven together. As Toastmasters, we are here to give you a constructive feedback so that you can go to the next level. If I may suggest, the mobile on your left hand was restricting your hand gestures. Absolutely, you're allowed to use notes for the first few speeches, but you could have put it somewhere and used it only when needed so that we saw only the right hand gestures. We couldn't see more of any hand gestures with both the hands and your left hand. That would have added more to your speech. And I also absolutely loved the use of voice to convey emotions. When you said your father is your role model, there was a low in your voice. And when you talked about how your daughter is shining, there was an excitement in the voice. That was beautifully done. That conveying of emotions using the voice. And you had great eye contact. I thought you were like talking, sitting in a park and talking one on one with each of us, sharing your story, which was very authentic because from the beginning you had that. From my name, you would know I'm a Maharashtrian. Till the end, where you finished why you are here and what you're looking for. And the next thing I absolutely loved about your speech was the impromptu connect you had with Digvijay's stories. Usually, icebreaker is all about I, me, my family, my profession. It was great. You brought in a little time to connect with his story as well. The other thing that connected with the audience was the fear of public speaking that you told about. Everyone was able to connect with you because all of us have been there at one point or other. And especially, I also loved the body gestures, whatever was visible, apart from the mobile in your hand. Overall, to summarize, great smile on your face. You were excited to share your story. Hand gestures were beautiful. Creating leaders, not followers. We got to listen about your personal and professional side. Great use of voice to convey emotions. Absolutely great eye contact and confidence. Beautifully done impromptu connect with Digvijay's story. Connecting the audience with the fear of public speaking and the open body gestures. In future speeches, we would like to see you putting down the mobile phone and showing more of open body gestures and connecting with the audience. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Priyank, for your very well written evaluation. Yeah. Before moving on to next section, I would like to call upon, instead of quiz time, chocolate time. So I will ask a question. Give me the best answers, whatever comes to your mind, and the most number of answers whoever has given will be getting a chocolate. What are the 7 P's of effective communication?
Preparation,
Practice. Planning.
Perfection.
In terms of speech,
property, preciseness, persuasive.
I will start with pronunciation.
Okay. Pronunciation,
Pace.
preciseness,
Pace.
Fast.
Yeah, I got 4.
Project. Project. The voice.
prompt,
Peanut shop.
prompt,
Pitch.
promptness, persuasive,
Okay. I am looking for power, passion, and posture. I'll give one to Natal. TM Natal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vice President membership is
Hello.
ready.
Yeah, he always thinks about peanut chocolate also. Chocolate Okay. Yeah, for the next section, I would like to call upon our Club President DTM Alex to announce the rewards and recognitions, and it will be awarded by DTM Gayatri.
This looks nice.
Yeah.
Yes. I think this looks very exciting, right? Everybody is looking what's inside. This is is actually about sustainability. This is one client's Diwali gift box, which was supposed to be thrown out of the building. And there were 15, 20 like that. And I'm sure it's cost a lot. And I said, why did you throw it? And I was using it at home and different places. This is the best use so far, I believe. All right, so first, we would like to consistently you've been there for the Wakeup meetings as a guest. So now may I request Digvijay to be on stage. If somebody would take pictures.
Yeah.
One person can take pictures.
Consistency.
I think I attended a minimum 8 meetings or 10 meetings. Yes, sir. Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now I take this opportunity to thank our past president, Soundarya and Aloysius. Both of you, please be on stage.
You can put one. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah, so this is me.
You can get a better round of applause.
Yeah, it's time for you all to come back to action.
You know what happens when in Toastmasters, the moment you give any reward to guests, next question is, Anari to come here.
Yeah.
All right, so next person is our area director, Natarajan. Thank you for taking the occasion. By the way, Gayatri, you're making your member.
I know.
So, Priyan, why don't you be here? Okay, so we had a wonderful education session by GM Gayatri and great experience sharing. So it's our responsibility to honor that time commitment and enthusiasm she had for our district. So it's something that our new Chennai direction. All right, so there is something very unique and interesting. Probably I'll keep it little for that little late. Before that, I want each one to find yourself. Okay, how do you find yourself? Look at the nice pictures there. Go and find yours. For the members. This is for the members. Okay, go and find yourself.
You know where you are?
Yeah. This is a very philosophical question. Go and find yourself.
So find whatever you have and find the other person. Yeah. Take one and find it.
Yeah, find yourself, please. Please take it home. Yeah, I don't let's see. Yeah, please. And please be seated. Wait.
Yeah. Putting on the ball, yeah.
All right, cool. Now I request both the icebreakers. So there are certain things with the online meeting we didn't been doing. So look at the location side. I think after marriage this is the first time we get you have never really felt, and now I know why it's in-person meeting is important.
Yes, in-person meeting is important.
Huh?
In-person meeting is important.
Yeah. Gayatri and both of our officers are tired of taking pictures, tired of this. I have actually 3 cupboards in my house only of trophies. Alright? And one stack under my bed with trophies. And this is the truth. And Gayatri probably will have one house for trophies. Right. So now I take this opportunity to congratulate our icebreaker speakers. And this is also a way of giving them some kind of credit for all the efforts they have done. So I request both of them to be on stage. Please be seated. It's not for another speech. Okay? Come, please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated. Okay. All right. So in Toastmasters, we give them a standing round of applause for those who complete levels. So this is the first speech. So I wish you all the best and looking forward for many more speeches. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm seeing my future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. Inspire others to do that.
So I also want to thank a few of our members who've been there for a long time. Probably are meeting for the first time. So first person I would like to, Santosh, bring your poster also, right? Come on. So you've been there for more than how many years? Almost 3 years, right? 2 years. So he works in TCS. Anytime I speak to him, he is attending one course or other course or other course. That's it. So when he started, it was Great Lakes, right? And now what you are doing? now preparing for PhD, and in between is a level 1 completed, level 2 completed, level 4 completed, and he's also a father of 2 kids. So I think it's a balancing of many acts together, and it's very. It's a great feeling to have somebody who's like that in the club. So a big round of applause to our. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. All right. Thank you.
Just a few words.
Yes.
Actually, when I started learning, I feel that I tongue-tailed and when I'm speaking to others was self-conscious. So I couldn't express my insights and I couldn't convey my message. So it is a very big challenge to me. But now I started doing that. This is only happened due to this platform. I really thankful to this. And I came to know this platform, one of the Toastmasters who gave her speech in my college when I am doing my MBA. Her name is Toastmasters. So thank to her, I now take this opportunity to thank her and you and all that.
All right, so now I know that it is breakfast at Akshay is waiting. Priyank is nodding at for the last 5 minutes. Yes, right. Okay, so few more announcements. So, this will come a little late. All right, so I have a very interesting person here. Any guesses who would be that?
Satish Kumar, sir.
Please go. This is a very bad question I asked. All right, so there are some people inspire in different ways, right? So retired just 1 month ago from Schneider after 17 years of service. Immediately after retirement, getting into a new entrepreneurial journey. A passionate traveler, a lot of things, everything is there. He loves life, he loves people, he loves to have a lot of connection. And he's the person who's behind the 300 online meeting. We are around 35 to 40 members, anything like that. And we have this in-person meeting. And not just, we added 5 members during this difficult times in the last 6 months. And very interesting and inspirational. So there's a small token of appreciation from our side. Vice President All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Can you pass me the trophy? Trophy. So in Toastmasters, they say you need to keep a book. Now all of you are curious about the trophy, right? Yes or no? Yes. Absolutely, right? All right, we will come to that later. These are learned from Toastmasters, guys. You know this, right? I will give it for the next 5 minutes. You will be thinking, my name is and trust me, there will be some twists that are going to happen. Okay. Everybody is on the hook, right? Yeah. So before that, I would also like to thank our Toastmaster of the Day, MC, who's been doing it for the very first time. God. Thank you so much. And our table topic master, and I want to come. I want to tell something, a few more slides about Keshav. Keshav is a customer service associate with one of the healthcare companies, and he's a remarkable customer care person. I would say that. I don't know how many of you received messages from him. Very gentle, very polished, very nice way. We never feel like saying no to him, right? All right. So remarkable job. Thank you so much for being a table topic master. And he loves to be a podcaster, and that is why he's trying with a lot of videos. When if you see any videos, please like, comment, and share, as they say. And because of Toastmasters, he's got an opportunity to speak in a college, and I believe this is the essence. This is the thing what you get out of Toastmasters, right? So great job, all the best for your speaking assignments. Thank you. Thank you. Nandi Foundation. All right, Nandi Foundation. So big round of applause to all our members have been consistently contributing. Sita Shivam, Saravanan was here yesterday doing all the decorations. A big round of applause to Saravanan. I also want to mention special thanks to Dr. Murugesh. So he is one person I've seen that when he came to the club 2 years ago, he was like more like I want to be a TEDx speaker and things like that. Then there was a lot of struggle. And the last 2-3 speeches, I see a huge change in how he's speaking, how he's communicating. And finally, Arul joined and wanted to improve as a training manager. And I spoke to his managers who recommended him, and he said there's a huge change in him, and he's tremendously growing. Arul, thank you so much for all your contributions. Now, what's between the breakfast and the trophy? Only one thing. What is it? Breakfast. I said, what's between the breakfast and the trophy? So,
distributing.
Yeah, absolutely. Distribution. One name and the job done, right? All right. So, someone who has been with the club for a while and been consistently performing inside, outside the club, and that's not the reason why they're giving this trophy. The trophy is purely based on the contributions, as in the speaking roles and the other roles you have taken in the club. And we have a very simple criteria. Each role gets 1 point. That's it. No big role, no small role, nothing. And that's it. So, account role, you get 1 point. KMOD role, you get 1 point. The whole idea is that you need to attend meetings after meeting. That's the whole point, right? So, somebody has been consistently doing, and we have decided in the ExCom that we will give an ever-rolling trophy. So 3 months this trophy will be with you. Unlike your spouse, there's an option to give this. right? But if you want to keep it close with you, you know, to really work hard, because the next person is also eyeing that. Right? So this is not a lost opportunity. This is a gained opportunity for you to get it. So the first time this person gonna take this home is the trophy home is. Oh, he's not here, sadly.
He's in front of you.
Alright, so here it is. Vignesha. So why don't you, area director, district director, past district director, and division director of your state. So.
You can see here. Frame is only.
Okay. Okay, frame is only here. No, go ahead. Any other? Perfectly fine.
Big round of applause.
We need to give him some extra brownie points. I see he did the contest master in the India contest
and registration chair with the division.
conference division conference.
All right, so what's the time now?
10.
Lunchtime. All right, so thank you so much for all of you being here. Special thanks to Gayatri. Thanks, Division Line Director, all the way from Virudhunagar. And just not that, there is some more awards and rewards are coming on the way. It's stuck in between. So we have nice badges for all our members, but somehow it is stuck. But we will ensure that on the next meeting. We need something for the next meeting also, right?
We're continuing 300A.
Yeah, BC, yeah. So that will also be there. Otherwise, I think it was a fantastic meeting, both online and in person. Thank you so much. Let's join for a group photograph. And before that, I want to share this interesting thought by the same person whom I met. So when you go back and look at the Smart Tire company, right? Very inspirational company. So he said one very interesting line when I was having a conversation, and that's something which I learned over a period. All the great guys love to have conversations. They don't want speeches, they don't like giving speeches, but more about conversation. So he got into the Forbes list, and I said, Swami, why don't you send the pictures? I want to put it in front of them because it's a very prestigious moment for me also, right? He said, think about it. And I was like, why would you even think about it? Like, it's an award, right? Just show it. Then 1 week he didn't do anything. Then I met him and I saw him. There is a picture. And he said, Alex, remember one thing. Your recognition should never be above your identity. Remember, recognition should never be above your identity. We will continue doing what we are doing. Recognition will come. I think that was a phenomenal statement, right? That's what so you might be doing so many things, you might be getting so many awards in that, but are you improving your identity to be a better person, better leader? I think if you do that, I think that's what Toastmasters have done to you. With this, I close adjourn meeting number 300B.